Bitcoin about to break a major support line. As you see it here, we're breaking it down, but it's important that we close still above this line. But what I want to see that we're closing the CME gap. We are about to close CME gap. It's literally only a few $1,000 which we have. You see, we have to go to 77, 78K and then closing again above this support line, which would be approximately at around 82, 83K, because then we can expect a bounce to the upside back to around 92K. This would be very healthy. But before I speak in detail about this, I want to show you that pattern, because this is a Wyckoff distribution, and as soon as we're breaking two major support lines, we see a massive drop down, which according to this chart is around 74K. And around 74K, you remember what is around 74K? Around 74K, if we are going on the monthly, is our big support line, which is coming from the previous months, 2021, year 2021, previous bull market. This is the major support line. It's not much to go to 74K, but then we would complete this Wyckoff distribution. This is what I showed you before. You see, this is the Wyckoff distribution, and it's completed. This Wyckoff distribution, it's completed when we reach the phase E. We are not here yet. We are not here yet because we broke two major support lines. We're breaking down. We should see a retest here at 82, 90, around 90K, between 88 and 92K, and then another drop to around 74K. So this is the worst case. Then we are completed exactly this Wyckoff distribution. And after the Wyckoff distribution, what happens? After the Wyckoff distribution, we are going back in the Wyckoff accumulation. And this is when we are returning to the bullish phase, because we are coming down from the distribution, which I showed you before. Then we are going consolidation, and then we are going again in a pump. And this would be so healthy. So what I want to see, first of all, in the best case scenario, I want, as I told you at the start of the video, to close the CME gap, which would be around 78K. I want to see it. And today, I want to see a close above this support line, because if we're closing above the support line, then we have only here this week what we saw before. We have this week, and then we can confidently, or I will confidently jump in some long position to ride to 90K approximately. This would be very healthy. In case we're not closing it, then we can expect that we are going down to 74K, which is not much anymore, because if you see, it's only down to 74K. This would be only a drop of 7%. And the interesting part, the most interesting part, the fear and greed is at 16. Yesterday, we had extreme fear at 10. And why is this? Because we see that here we watch the Bitcoin dominance chart, and on the daily, and we see the Bitcoin dominance is still consolidating. It's not even shooting up. Why? Because altcoins holding pretty strong against Bitcoin, and this is why we are still retesting this support line. Hopefully we'll break it down. Then we see altcoins rallying, and here we see also the Bitcoin shorts, which I showed you yesterday. And as I told you, the shorts shooting up, but now we're getting a short squeeze, a little bit again, shorts shooting up, because obviously we see a little bit dump, but you see a huge green candle on the weekly. On the daily, it represents one daily close green, one daily close red, and usually green red means that we should see dump. On the chart of Bitcoin USD shorts, it means that we should see further a Bitcoin short squeeze. So again, in my opinion, we have to watch the daily still. It means we should see here 1 week to 78K and then a pump for short squeeze. This is an important chart which I'm watching right now, and I also brought for you here the total crypto market cap. As you asked me, total crypto market cap 3, excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum. And it looks, in my opinion, very interesting, because it looks like a cup and handle. You see, a cup and handle usually is a bullish pattern. You measure it always from the top to the downside, so it would be approximately something like this. And the pessimistic price target of this cup and handle would be at around $1.5 trillion market cap, all altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this would be very bullish. And what we are right now doing is we are retesting a major support here. We are coming to major support, which is around $700 billion, which would also tell us This is where Bitcoin, we could see Bitcoin 78K. In case Bitcoin breaking down to 74K, the next price target for altcoins will be $600 billion market cap. Let's see how this will work out. Okay, Bitcoin dominance ahead already, and Solana is heading obviously here to our Fibonacci 0382 from our double top here pattern to our price tag of $100 still. And I'm expecting, as I showed you also yesterday, the gap between shorts and longs. We have here a lot of shorts to get liquidated and not so many longs. So in case we are breaking here to, let's go on the 30 days, in case we are breaking here to 99K, we will liquidate over 12 billion shorts. On the other side, if we are going down to 70K, we will liquidate only 500 million longs. And as market maker tend to grab the liquidity and chase the liquidity, I'm expecting here that you see the gap is crazy. So we should see some relief here. We see overall a red market here on only Barra chain. It's a new chain which is 2.7% up, and we see also, wait a minute, I want to show you something else. I want to show you the liquidity, and you see here a lot of liquidity at 100K, so much liquidity at 100K. And yeah, there is still liquidity, a chunk of liquidity here from 76K to 74K, 70K. They could grab this chunk of liquidity. If they grab this chunk of liquidity, then we are completed, in my opinion, for sure, the Wyckoff accumulation, Wyckoff distribution, and then we are going into accumulation and going back again into pump. This would be even healthier for the overall crypto market. If you want some more news, subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and I'm coming back with more news. Mwah.